Good morning, everybody. Sasha here from Edmonton. It's September 24th. It's 7:07 in the morning, and we are looking at Air Canada. So let's get started. Quick disclaimer that this is just how I see the markets. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any securities. First of all, I want to start by apologizing for not being around for quite some time. Unfortunately, I was too busy doing stuff in the school, but now that's over and I can continue on making videos. So I do apologize and thank you for your patience, and I'll be back with lots of new videos fairly soon. So I'm going to try to do it now as much as I can on a daily basis. We are looking at the AirCanada stock. It's a monthly chart. Since it's the end of the month, pretty much, we have about 6 days and 7 hours to finish the month. If you're using charts as I do, this is a trading view. If you're first time looking at my videos, so I use a platform which is called a trading view, and I only trade with the technical trading knowledge. That's what I present to you in these videos, and we can easily make predictions of the market movements with technicals. I only look at the 4 basic things on the charts, and those things I'm going to mention again as I do go through the video. So let's start with the Air Canada here. So we have this beautiful move here to the upside. So we knew that this was a for a month. This is a monthly chart, right? So all these candles represent 1 month of trading for a very long time now. This is from 2016 here. These red lines here represent support and resistance areas that I can see on a chart that can be significant for us to look at. So if we look at this beautiful move here, we usually come to a certain point where the market turns around and then just drops and finds a support, right? Usually these support areas match to the other support areas from the previous trading or in the history, right? So we can see the market stalled here many times before. So this was about around this $12 area, right? Taking over the power, like bulls versus bears or bears versus bulls. It usually happens in these kind of chunks, right? So this is kind of a little boxing here, or kind of a sideways movement where the traders are basically deciding are they really willing to continue on investing into this stock, or they are going to short it even more. And then we have these moves that basically break out of these boxes. I call them boxes or consolidation areas, however you want to call it. I will use a lot of these technical terms, and if you have any questions regarding what that means, for those of you that are watching my videos, I use these terms all the time. But if you're unsure what it is, please question down in the comments section, and I'll be as fast as I can to answer the questions. Okay. So continue on. Then we have this kind of a movement, and usually this movement continues on in a certain direction. However, in this case, we had a little bit of movement all the way to 28.78, and then now we are still in this kind of a boxing. Traders deciding where they want to go. Are they going to short the stock even more? We have this little support area here at 22.68. Which we can see here, it matches with all these areas, from previous trading sessions, right? So what do we see here from previous trading sessions here, right? We can see that this was a significant area which we marked from the past. We always look at the past to find support and resistance areas. I'll go over that in the future videos. And if you haven't watched my videos before, you can also find a free course on my channel. There's 5 sessions of the course, and then you can understand what I'm actually watching most of the time, and how I find these support and resistance areas. But the most important support and resistance area is actually the most recent one, right? So this would be this one here, right? The market broke out, we went to the top. For this area, it would be this one here as well as this one. So these two match. This would be our target basically for trading, all right? So when we reached this 28 mark, right, market started pulling backwards, right? Traders started, as I always mentioned, when we reach certain areas, of support and resistance. In this case, when we are bullish, we reach certain resistance areas, and then the market starts, or traders start basically taking the profits out of the table, right? They want to make money and then invest even more into the whole process, right? So if we look at this candle here, when the market started pulling down, if we look at this candle here, this is a monthly candle, right? This is a doji candle, a very clear indecision of the market, where market might be going. We can also see that it's very close to this support area here at 23 area right here. We can see it right there, okay? So anyways, market started coming down. We have the top of this candle, we have the bottom of this candle here, okay? Then what happens here, and I always explain these kind of things, what I can see here, it's basically we are starting to see this little boxing right there, right? Because what happens, this candle got stuck. This is an inside candle. This is another indecision candle that's happening at the market right now. It closed previous month. This is August. It closed within the previous candle. When I say closed within the previous candle, means the bottom and the top of the previous candle, this candle is inside them, right? So it doesn't cross over the top, doesn't cross over the bottom. It's inside, right? It's basically inside this candle. And so this is an inside, that's what we call inside candle. Basically, it's a huge indecision. That means that this box is starting to form. If you look at the present candle right now, the one that's alive, we call them alive candles because they're still alive. They're still being formed. These candles are all past, and we can, make decisions and analysis on the candles from the past. But the live candles, we never judge the live candle until it's fully closed. So we have to wait for this one for another 6 days and 7 hours to close to give us an exact clue what this might be happening at that point of time. So this candle here, by the looks of it right now, it's 6 more days to close. By the looks of it right now, it's telling me this. Okay, this was a boxing. Okay. So bears were in control for 1, 2, 3, and this is now the 4th month. The bears are in control. People are there's a lot of indecision there, and also not a lot of capital being invested into the market for this specific stock. Okay, we do have potential, which is our target of $28.78, $29, which we reached twice already when I mentioned it to you, and I gave you the signals when that happened. So what's forming right now is this pin bar here. What I consider pin bar is this, okay? So this is the candle, all right? This is the candle that already closed, which would be kind of like this one, right? And then we have a candle which is looking like this, where the body is very small and the wick is very long, all right? Maybe it doesn't look like this on the picture here, but that's pretty much the shape we are looking for. This is the shape I'm looking for here. I'm going to just clean it off. This is a perfect pin bar. Just the opposite I'm expecting for this candle to do. Okay, so this is the pin bar I'm waiting to happen here on the monthly chart, telling me that this market is ready to continue on into a positive. Okay, so this candle is shaping slowly to become this. Okay, and we have the inside, we have a main candle here, we have an inside candle, and if this forms as this, we have a clear signal to get long into this market again. How do we get long, or how do we enter the trade on this kind of a signal? Well, if this is the top of the candle, even if it has like a little bit wick here, wick, once it's broken by the price, let's say this is, let's just hypothetically say this is at $12, okay? When it hits 12.10 area, so about 10 points above the top of the candle, because we're looking on the higher time frame charts, this is the entry for you to get into a trade. The stop loss would be going below this candle, okay, or below this box. You have two options in this case, right? If we have a boxing, okay, then your stop can go either under the box, which is right here, or below the candle. Either or, it's good. It doesn't really matter. It's as long as it's outside the perimeters of these two, of this candle here that's actually doing the boxing, right? That created the box actually, right? So that's your criteria for putting a stop loss. All right. You also calculate for yourself: is it worth for you to jump into that kind of trade? Is it enough potential from the top here to the target, which is $28? And I think it is, because it's a $5 gain almost on this. All right. For risk of this is we are sitting at 23 right now. The bottom is 22 something. So for risk of $1, you're able to gain $5 on each stock that you invest. So to me, that's a good risk-reward ratio. It's almost 1 to 4 risk-reward ratio, right? And yeah, that would be a good trade for me to jump in. So what I'm waiting for, basically, in this case, I'm waiting for this candle to form and give me an indication that this is what it is, and I'm thinking that that's going to happen that way. So 3 things have to happen besides the risk-reward ratio. So let's say 4, but 3 technically. Okay, so we have to have a trend. We have the trend. The trend is to the upside. If we look from the left to the right of the chart, right, like this, we can see the market is going to the upside. Okay, let me clear the screen so we can see the market is going to the upside. Okay, the second thing we have is the support. We have support here. We can see the market was not able to break through this support. Once the market broke here, it came back, retested it, closed the price below. However, in the next session right away, it pulled above. So that means that this area is specifically significant for us. Then we had a bounce from this side, and then we had a bounce here. And now we're sitting in this box, which is also a support area as well. So this is the box. Okay. So box is considered support area, as well as a real support area that we found the market bounced many times before. So this is a great bullseye area, as I call them. This is the bullseye area. If you're a sniper guy from military, you're waiting for your prey to show up. Or if you're a hunter, you're waiting for your prey patiently. And this is really patiently, because it's 4 months, going downwards, right? And this would be this area that we would be looking to buy into this market. Okay, so this is on a long term. I'm going to switch now to a smaller time frame. Let's take a look what happens on a weekly chart. Okay, so we can see on the weekly chart, I'm going to pull the chart like this, and you can see exactly what's happening here as well. It's pretty much the same picture, just enlarged, meaning that more candles are showing on this screen. We can see that support area. We see the market breaking out. We can see the market pull back. We can see the filling here and the market rejecting that area. And then we see the market taking off. All right. We had the opportunity to trade here with this candle here. I gave you that signal as well as this signal here. So we had 2 opportunities to gain a lot of money from this market. And I told you twice already, I warned you about these signals, and they were perfect signals to get in, and we made some money on this. Now we are sitting again on the same area. Okay, this is that boxing here. So if we look at, I'm going to do this more clear for you. Take a look at this. Okay, so I'm going to, all right. So this is what I see here, what's happening right now. So on the monthly chart, we did this. All right, this is it. It's much easier to explain. Here we go. Now you can see the clear boxing. All right, so clear boxing here. So we have the top of the box, we have the bottom of the box. This candle itself created basically this consolidation area, and this consolidation area means that market is going sideways within this candle here that was created on the 19th of July. Okay, these are weekly charts. These are weekly charts. I mean, this is a weekly chart, pardon me, and this is each candle represents a week of trading. Okay, so how do we proceed with this now? So you can see that this candle created a box. We can see clearly now. So this is support. This is a clear support, 2268 area from a higher time frame, which is a monthly chart. We can see that a previous week candle here closed right on the bottom of this box, basically. So it's respecting this area of trading, right? You know, this consolidation area, which means the market is going basically sideways. It's not going up or not going down at all. Okay, it's just basically going sideways. All right. We also have another indication, which is telling us a huge story here, that the market, the bears were in control up until here, right? Then they tried to break through this area here. They were not able to hold the price below this 2268 area, and now the bulls are taking over the market here. We can see the bulls coming into the market. Okay, what I need to see what this candle does, right? Because this candle here now is still inside this previous one. Okay, I need this candle to break the top of this one. Okay, I need it to break above and close a bit like that. That means that there will be kind of a tweezer bottom. Tweezer bottom means like this, two equal candles, basically. One black or blue and one fully white, which means they negate each other, right? You know, basically it's a bullish movement that represents bulls taking over the bears' power at that point of time. Bears were in control, and now the bulls are taking over, basically. So they equalized power, and then now it's takeover. In this case, bears are losing their steam. Okay, the candles are becoming smaller and smaller. Signals are becoming smaller and smaller. Weekly candle today is, I think, it's Friday, so today this candle should close above here, okay, or at least in this area here, and it has to be full-bodied candle like this. It needs to be the full-bodied candle to give me some kind of indication bulls are actually getting into the play. If this candle here, for some reason, closes below this area here or becomes smaller, that means the bulls are still not in the game fully, okay? But it's also telling us a huge story here that this area here is actually very significant. We are still within this box here. This support area is being respected, and there are bulls located at this area looking to buy in at this price. We are right now 5 hours and 57 minutes into closing of this candle here, so we'll see what the market is going to tell us about that. So up until this candle closes and gives us some kind of a clue what's going to happen, I would not react in that. I'm also waiting to see what the monthly candle is going to tell me. So patience is a virtue, as I always explain, as far as my trading with the technicals. We have to be patient and wait for the signal to develop. If the signal develops positively, I will inform you today or tomorrow. I'm going to make another video and for the Monday session of trading. So at the moment, if you're looking into longer term investing, you really still have to wait to get the clear signal what the market is planning to do. Is it going to continue going on sideways? We are basically waiting to get a clear signal, okay? And clear signals do happen all the time. You know, don't think that they don't happen. So you can see here, this was a beautiful clear signal here telling us from this area here. So if I pull this right there, okay, because that was a significant area for us to look at. This was the top, okay. This signal developed right on that area right there. We had a breakout from here at the 25.23, so that was a buy-in area, and we took the market all the way to $29. Okay, so these kind of things happen. You just have to be patient, okay? And this is what's happening exactly at this area right now. So that's why I'm showing you this. and I'm going to update you with the what I see, what happens at the end of the day. So please be patient, and we'll see what develops at the end of the day today. Good evening, traders from Montreal this time. Just a quick video to finish off this morning session and now into evening. I just landed into Montreal, and let's see what the market did while I was on the airplane. So we can see that this candle did not close above this one here. So we have another inside candle that developed this week. However, this candle is very significant in the sense that it's an inside bar. It developed on this support area. The price also closed within this box, right? So what I'm expecting for the market to do, it's either for the next week give us another signal here or clue where to go, or this box in here that's created right now and telling us that the bulls are coming into play. The market has to break out up above this little box here, come back, retest, and maybe give us a signal here from this area to buy in. And then we can take the market all the way to 28.78. That will be our target. First target would be the top of this box here, which is around $26 here. So from 24 area to 26 area as a first target, and the second target would be 28.78, or maybe even $49 here. So that's how I see the market for this weekend. This is Sasha. This is the end of the video for today. I will be making more videos on a probably daily basis from now on. So thank you for your patience. I apologize for not making a video in a long time. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching my videos, first of all. So have a wonderful weekend, and hope everybody is safe, and safe trading, guys. Take care.